Hi everyone, Anthony Cummins here, and welcome to this new year in ninja research and samurai research, of course. Now, what I'm going to do today is this is just my opening video for the year. Now, what I'm going to do is show you some of the gifts I've been sent for Christmas. I'm going to show you some of the books I've been sent, and I'm going to keep you up to date on a few things. But before we get to that, I want to cover donations first, and basically a couple of things I'd like to say. So do stick around because, you know, I'll be moving on, but basically some links are below. Now, the first thing I want to do is say, out of probably 500 to 1,000 people that watch me regularly, only 9 people donated. Now, what I have to do is the donations that come in are from Natoryu and also YouTube. Now, my Natoryu people are to the side. You guys who are in Natoryu know that you get my newsletter, The Drop, which is for Natoryu students only. It's all in there. This is only for YouTubers who donated. Now, some Natoryu people donated twice, and I've kept them to one side to put them all in Natoryu. And so, massive thank you to them, Natoryu lads, but I'll speak to you in private as we do. But for those guys out there who are YouTubers, only 9 people. I was a little bit disappointed. So what I'm going to do this year is maybe add non-skippable ads, because I do have to make some money on YouTube. So we're going to have to do that. Second is I've been asked to do this, which is to show you this link. I don't normally do stuff like this, but a guy called Emmett has asked me, and I don't mind doing this, and it's 100-man kumite in aid of Fair Fight Foundation, and they're doing some raising a GoFundMe campaign. Again, that'll be down there. I don't know if anybody's interested. At least give the link a click. There you go. Give the link a click. So if you still want to donate to the Anthony Cummins YouTube-ness, the link's here, it's on the screen and all that. So please, you know, do donate if you can. But I'm going to put, what's it called? I'm not doing Patreon, I just don't want to do it. But I will do non-skippable ads now and see if that helps the revenue. Because remember, guys, most of my money from YouTube comes through here. But most of the book sales come from the people I write YouTube videos for, who do much better. I write a video for someone, 600,000 hits, sells more of my books than just the same 500 people watching my videos. So I do need to make some money out of YouTube for it to be worthwhile doing. So otherwise, I'd just stop this channel and go and help and just go write for other channels, which is much more lucrative. So I do it for you guys, so you guys could help back by just donating a little bit. That would be nice. Now, do you want to see some gifts that I've received? So these are some of the gifts I've received this year, which is awesome. So off Jay Kane, who's an old friend of mine and pre-Natori stuff, he got me Norse Tales. Now, we did actually get another one of this by the same artist, but he's got me this updated new extra versions, which is awesome. So I'm very happy for that. Jay does get me some lovely little things. Krista Jacobson of Budo Ryu got me He-Man and Skeletor. How cool is that? So I opened them today as I got home through the post. That's awesome. So thank you very, very much to Krista of Budo Ryu. Now, I'll talk about Krista in a bit if I remember. We're going to be working together. For those who don't know, I love fantasy. I love all that sort of stuff. And I do like enjoying painting and painting miniatures. So Nick from Natoryu, Nick Mayer, has sent me some figures. I won't get them out here, but I think they're 3D printed. So I'm going to speak to Nick on them with the bases. But as well as that, he's also sent me a t-shirt, which I'm very happy with, which was a Natoryu t-shirt with his dojo name on. Because if you don't know, if you join, that says Natoryu, and that's his dojo there. So that kanji is done by the monk. That's done by the monk in Japan. It's his school name. And basically, what we do is he's had that printed and sent to me. So when I go over to America, I'll wear that in honor of his dojo, which is excellent. Now, Alex Hammond has sent me this, and I'll do a more detailed review of this. This is the Complete History and Training Guide of Ninpo Ninjutsu by Tadashi Yamashita. So I will get you a full review of that. That's Alex Hammond. And Alex also sent me this, which I think Krista Jacobson might be jealous about, but Krista might have this already, I'm not sure. I think she has, which is the Ninja Magazine, Who Dares Wins. So, for those who don't know, I'm trying to collect every ninja book ever produced, every ninja DVD, every ninja magazine, and that's my aim, so that I can create a museum by the end, or donate it to a museum, and we have the biggest collection of ninja things. So I'll go through those when I have more time. Right, so those are the gifts I've received from YouTubers, students, mainly Natoryu people, like Nick is Natoryu, Jay is Natoryu, Jay is Natoryu, and an old friend, but Krista is not, but thank you for Krista. So what I'm going to do now is show you some of the cards I've been given. Now, I've put these in hierarchical order. I love hierarchical order. If you didn't notice, the donations before were in hierarchical order. Those who'd given the most to those who'd given the least. And some people have said to me, why'd you do that, Anthony? Because that's how the world works. Carrot and stick, employee of the month, pub of the year. You know, that the best get the best at the top. And I know some people can't afford to send much, but that's why I put all their names on, because those are the people who bothered. Yeah? If your name's not on it, no respect. Those are the people that helped keep this channel going. So, and the cards I do the same with. So I'm going to show you two interesting cards first, because they're really good. Now, I did a book called Lost Indian Warfare with a guy called Sonny, and he got me this card. He made this and sent it to me actually in November, which was crazy. So there it is, Sonny, and it's got all the little terms, a little kanji on it and everything, and the Christmas leaves, and he's put it all on. I thought it was a good effort. My friend, who's a long-time friend of mine, made this, and I wanted to show you this. It was Merry Christmas, Ant and Emma. My girlfriend's called Emma, and just out a black card, and I love stuff like that, so that'll be getting kept. But let's go to the Natori card. So Natori people, okay? This, I think, is close tie with Toby's. But I'm going to say Jay's for this reason. So Jay Kane, again, who sent me the Norse Tales, has done this card. He always does me a very professional card. But if you look here, this is why it wins. Have an awesome 2022. All the best from, and there's some kanji there. Now, Jay has made it to the level in Natoryu of being the secretary of Natoryu. And secretaries in samurai warfare are called Yuhitsu. Okay, so Yuhitsu means the secretary. He deals with everything. And these were a massive part of the samurai army. They were like literally the guy that kept the army in check and the logistics going. So it actually reads, have an awesome 2022. All the best from Yuhitsu. But it's in Japanese and English. So he rhymed between two languages and did a professional card and sent me a wonderful sort of message on the back. So I'm afraid, Jay, you get the... I'm afraid to everyone else, Jay gets the biscuit on that one. But the best type of cards I like are these, which is Toby did this, and Toby Roberts, and he's in training at the minute to join us in the command group at Natoryu, and he did this. And it's the reason I think that's best is because they get saved. He sent some to the family. They get saved in a box and they get deposited in the temple before I die. So everybody, the temple looked through their old stuff. Now this is also from the Quattlebum family, who's a Natori student, and they've done a great card. And they've not only done that, I'm going to try and hide their address because they've not given me permission to do their address, but they have printed back envelopes of their address, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. They've had a family shot done there, everything. I love the guy's name. He's one of my students in Natoryu, but do you know what he did? He didn't write a message on the back. All that effort, not a message on the back. Oh, come on, Adam, that's terrible. Bloody good card, bloody good envelope, just no effort on that. So I don't often get many of people who've done that. Usually I don't get them. I've normally got more by now, like John Hater and all them have sent, but nothing this year, so they must be slow behind. So, and I usually Jeff Ingram sends me one, but nothing yet. This is from student number 40. I can't tell you his name, you need to keep it secret, and he sends me a card from the same collection every year, which makes this just below those faces cards, so I remember who it is. But I know this guy very well and we speak a lot, and he sends me beautiful cards. My publisher Fiona sent me this. And if you don't know, I love Wind in the Willows. I love Wind in the Willows. So Wind in the Willows card, Mole and Ratty going through the wood. However, she can't. Her handwriting is so terrible I can't read it. Then we get on to the cards that have been sent, which are obviously from shop cards. And they obviously... So that's a shop card, but they're themed. They're themed. And of course, that's themed. And then we get to these sort of cards. So we've got one here from Krista Jacobson. So she did send me Skeletor and He-Man in this. So I can't really complain. So that was wonderful. And I've got one from some Natori students there. And again, from more... excuse me, just let me double check. Yeah, Alex Hammond, who sent me the ninja magazines and stuff. So all the cards from Natori students get saved and they get put in a box, and that box gets in year order, and then that is getting kept with me, and then when the time comes I'll deposit it in the temple, so it'll be forever at the temple. And for example, people will be able to see Toby Roberts' face and be like, that's Toby Roberts, he was a student. So say in 2300, they're looking back, because the temple's been there 400 years already, it's not going anywhere. They'll look back and be like, wow, 300 years ago, this was a student from America who was studying the way of the samurai in Natori. That's why that version of card is the best. Okay, so this year we're going to be working with Krista Jacobson. So I'm pulling out. Krista's going to be redoing some Bansen Shukai videos. Krista's going to be getting in the full garb, you know, the sort of tasse, the fan, the lot, and going through some of the traditional ninjutsu wheels. We're going to really push that this year. We're going to push forward with that to try and get there. So expect a lot from Krista and I this year. I have asked other people. So what I'll be doing, if anybody, any YouTubers want to join me, just email me. And I'll be doing a monthly video. And if you want to do a video on the theme of the month, which will be whatever I pick in Samurai, let me know and you can join me and do it. I did have Alex from Taisha Ryu, but I'm not sure if he's set up his channel yet. And I did have some people from Nami Ryu, but nothing came of it. And I don't think they're following that now, so which is a shame. So I'm going to do a monthly themed video. And if you want to join me, that would be awesome. I've asked multiple people, but they just don't want to do it. So I'll do it, and if you want to join me, what I will do is link your videos in the theme bit below. Right, so that's with Krista and all that. Now, I'm also going to be doing videos with someone called Joan. Now, I don't know how to pronounce the second, mathematicus. So what I'll do is I'll put it on the screen here, and if you can go to Instagram and follow this Instagram channel, I will be doing videos with this lady called Joan on ninjutsu. She is going to be illustrating videos for me and doing it. She's actually one of the Christmas competition entries. Now, I'm going to not give you the answers for the Christmas competition entry winners, because I'm going to do one for Easter. So instead of doing 2 videos for each one, I'm going to give you the results for the Christmas competition in Easter and say, let's do an Easter competition. So if anybody wants to join my Easter competition, do it. Or what I might do is put the results up just a week before and say, right, get your stuff in, and we'll go. I'm not sure if you guys like this art competition or not. I don't know. If you do like it, let me know and we'll keep going. But I don't get that many people. I only get like 300 or 400 people on the video, and so many do it. So let me know what you think. So I think I've covered everything there, guys. I think I've covered everything. But what we're going to do this year is probably focus on better videos. Also, I hope to be writing and working again with Nick the Shogunate, and also with Stefan from Japan at War. Of course, I'll be working with Matthew Okuhara. I've got 2 of his videos to upload this week. So anybody who wants to do a collab with me, I'm open to it. We can do collaborations. It's no problem. That's not a problem at all. Don't forget, February, Book of Bushido is out. So I'll do a video on that day saying it's out. I'm going to get some people reviewing it as well. And we have another book coming out. It's been moved now. It was moved to next. It was the end of this year, but it's now been moved to the beginning of next year. So you're only going to get 1 book this year. You were getting 2. And don't forget, 1 book has been cancelled because of the politics. Now, I did get a message about that saying, oh, it's not because of the politics. It was. It totally was. They said it's too political, even though it wasn't, and it's too right-wing, even though it wasn't. It was just about what samurai did and what people in extremist civilizations do. For example, jihadi terrorists and all that, and African child slavery and soldiers. And I talked about all that, and they said, oh, it's too, can't do this, and it doesn't fit with the modern political slant. I was like, oh, that's just history, innit? You can't change what history is. So, because I don't have a political agenda. My only agenda is what did the samurai and ninja do, and it will always only be my agenda. So, in this field here. So, unfortunately, you get 1 book this February and 1 book next February. So, only 1 book this year. But hopefully, I'll have broke away from... I'll finish this book and I'm going to be able to focus on this stuff. I do keep getting asked, when is the next Natori Book of Samurai coming out? I really don't know, guys. I've got 2 people working on it, but they're really being slow at the minute because they've got stuff in their lives and they're working on 2 separate books. So, we've got enough for 1 book, but like I've said, I don't even know where they're up to with the other translations. So, and... this year I'm going to be moving house. By moving house, I don't just mean moving my stuff from this house to the next house. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be building a house on land. We're just going to go for planning permission, and then I'll be able to build a dojo, which I'm going to probably try and get funding for that from you guys or from different people to build a dojo, and then you'll get different stuff. So there'll be a lot of changes. This wood pile will start going, if you've noticed, this wood pile will start draining over the next month or two, because I'm going to try and clear it so I can move them easier. So it's going to be a bit of a hassle. So I'm going to probably tone it down. After January, I'll start toning it down to maybe 1 or 2 videos a week. I'll try and do 1 decent video a week and 1 lesser video, or 2 lesser videos a week. So 3 max. At the minute, I do about 4 or 5. It'll drop to between 1 and 3 after about January. And I'm going to be working on stuff, as I say, with Krista and anyone who wants to do the theme monthly video. Dog is snoring, do apologise. Right, guys, that's it from me. So if you haven't donated and you want to donate, please do. But I am now going to put non-skippable ads on for 1 year. Just 1 year to see if it makes a difference in the revenue I get, because I purposely said I don't want to put non-skippable ads on because it annoys people, and I don't do Patreon because I think this information should be out there. I'm not one of these, keep the information back, you should have it, and I'm trying to get it out to you as quick as we can publish it. So this year will be a bit different. There'll be less videos, better quality, and I should be moving, but there'll only be 1 book out. But normally there's only ever 2 books out most, but there was going to be 2, but that's been cancelled. So we're on 1 book, Bushido, let's go. So I'll still keep it interesting though, which means I'm going to dig deeper into the old books and go more in depth now and go back through things, because I'm going to slow my writing down because of the move. So I'll get back to writing next year. So we're on a little bit of a 1 book, maybe a book the year after, and then 2 books. It'll do it like that. So you're going to have a thin Anthony Cummins period over the next 2 or 3 years, but that does, in publishing, that doesn't mean I won't be putting decent videos up with explaining all the stuff from the old places. And I still want to work with Nick the Shogun, I still want to work with Stefan and Krista and all those people, and hopefully get back onto Matt Easton's channel. Of course, he does Western stuff, so I don't know how much his audience like it. And if you don't know, I've been working with Lars Anderson again, and I'm his narrator on that one, so get over and see his stuff. So that's where we're up to. Right, guys, I've literally spent all day. Oh yeah, so I got email after email. I've read all your emails, guys. I've read them all. I've tried to, well, I have answered every single one, unless I didn't get it. I did have some problems with the internet over the time, but basically I had loads of emails, and everybody who sent me a donation will get a card next year. So if you're all the Natori lot, I'll sort it with you privately, like, because we do private. But with the 9 people who donated, I will do it. If you did donate and you're not Natori and your name's not there, do message me and I'll find it with the date and the time you donated, and I'll double check everything because I've got it all on record. And so I read everyone's messages. But I did get the most ridiculous email on Christmas Eve. I got an email from a guy saying, have you seen this? And it's the hate website against me, you know, from fucking Bateman or whatever he's called. And Christmas Eve, I was like, who sits there on Christmas Eve finding hate emails, links to send to people? I was like, what is this guy doing? And I don't think he was being horrible. He was like, have you seen this? I'm like, Christmas Eve? Possibly not the best thing to send someone. Imagine just sat there, here's an internet site about how much this guy hates you. He's passionately in love with you, Anthony. The amount he hates you. He genuinely has an obsession over you. Thanks. Happy Christmas. I don't know what to say. No, it must be about the 400th person to send me the link. Have you seen this? The last 399 times. Yes, I have seen it. Do you want to do anything about it? No. Free speech. That's free speech for you. Sorted. So, Happy New Year, everyone. Enjoy yourselves, and let's look forward to a good year. If you've got to the end of this video, thank you very much for staying, and I'll see you all later.